Rolling.
Now we're going to go on a little adventure. Join me, won't you?
I'm Chris Tankersley. I'm the director and special effects supervisor designer for Friday the 13th, Jason Forever.
And I'm Josh Cooley, and I play Jason.
And he plays him well.
Fucking goddamn plastic, man. It's in my fucking way.
You may be one of about 3 people wondering whatever happened to the Jason Forever movie. Well, as you may have guessed, it's not finished yet. We've just run into a lot of problems. Things that we anticipated have turned out to be much worse than we expected, and then we had all sorts of other problems that we never even saw coming. Guess I need some different drugs. We're going to shut down production for the holidays, and we'll pick it back up after New Year's. We have a new tentative release date for February 14th. We're going to concentrate on trying to get all the packages out to everyone who donated to the Indiegogo. Without you guys, it wouldn't have been possible. We wouldn't have been able to accomplish as much as we have so far, and we wouldn't be looking ahead to getting the project finished.
Don't forget, you can't kill evil, girl. It lives forever. And you let that burn in real good, you hear me?
We're going to be auctioning off one of the screen-used machetes from the movie and some other cool stuff. We have some stunt masks that we're going to be auctioning off in the next few
I
weeks.
just happened to see the Indiegogo campaign for it, and read the whole little detail behind the film, and said, hey, this would be a cool fan movie. So at the time, the casting was still open, so I asked who was playing Jason, and at the time it was completely open. So I came over and met with Chris Tankersley and started getting more input on what the movie was going to be detailed, and did some little questions and answers about the whole makeup effects process and make sure I wasn't allergic to anything, and then started talking about the design for the Jason costume.
I think my favorite Jason kill that I can think of right off the top of my head right now was also probably one from Part 7. It was the one where Jason kills Bernie. He shows up and he cuts Dr. Cruz up with the wheel spinny thing, the saw blade on the extendo handle.
We have a machete here that's, I'm sure all of you can see easily. It's above my head, hanging on the wall. That's going to be autographed by the producer and writer of this, director of this film, Chris Tankersley, and myself, to be auctioned off later on in December 1st of January. We'll keep you posted on that.
It was decided early on that I would play Tommy Jarvis, just simply because of the issues that we've had trying to line up people to be involved with the movie, knowing that it's a non-paying situation. It's been tremendously difficult, even more so than we anticipated.
Probably like most people who started watching the films, I was at a young age and wasn't able to see a lot of the early ones at the theater, so when the VHS tapes got real popular back in the 80s, you can assure yourself I was always at the horror section getting all the Friday the 13th films that were available from.
I just thought it was really cool because at the time Jason had never really used a weapon like that before, and He knocks Bernie down on his ass. He goes tumbling down the hill, and then the next thing you know, boom, boom. I saw it in the theater, and everybody was like, "Does Jason have a fucking chainsaw? What's going on here?" And then he steps into frame, and he's got this big motherfucker.
Favorite Jason kill is probably, I have to go with, which is in part 7 with the sleeping bag scene. Just the fact that have someone get smashed like a human caterpillar was just definitely a twist.
The script was written mostly by myself with some influence, some input from a few people that, you know, are fans of the series, people that are good friends of mine, and I consider, you know, I value their opinion about the story and things like that. And even though it's a large role in the story, I don't consider myself the star. Jason is the star. He's the star of every Friday the 13th movie. He's like the shark in Jaws. He's the one that people are there to see. I'm just the one helping to move the story along. The story basically centers around Tommy and some characters from his past. It's about Tommy trying to deal with the demons that he's been struggling with for years. So he's had to live with the guilt of all the deaths of everyone in part 6. You know, if Tommy hadn't gone fucking with shit, then that never would have happened. If he had just left Jason in the grave where he belonged, none of those people would have ever died. So he has to deal with that, and he has some repercussions connected to those events. He's got to answer for some of the things that he's responsible for, and our movie deals with a lot of that, a lot of the backstory. That a lot of my different theories about Jason are involved in the story, about his past, specifically whether Jason is dead or not. Some people will tell you that they believe that Jason never actually drowned in the lake, but he survived and lived in the wilderness and then decided to take revenge after seeing his mother decapitated. Some people will tell you that they believe Jason has been a supernatural force. He actually did die. He drowned to death in Crystal Lake, and ever since then, he's been an unstoppable force, like a spirit of vengeance that just happens to manifest itself in human form.
To get to have my little stamp on the little fan movie of Friday the 13th franchise is definitely something cool to be a part of.
A lot of different theories about Jason's past and about how he became how he is now, and if there's any way to stop him, I don't know. But, you know, watch the movie.
I think a lot of the Friday the 13th fans are going to enjoy this fan movie a lot.
Don't run away from it.
It will be done. Oh yes, it will be done.